Have you ever wondered why the richest people in the world spend crores of rupees on a painting that can easily go unnoticed in a small cafe? Or why does a piece of abstract art sell for $200 million while millions of people struggle to buy a home? The truth behind these staggering prices goes deeper than art appreciation. It's a secret system where power, money, and deception meet. A world where the ultra-rich hide their wealth in plain sight, using art and banks as their perfect camouflage. It all starts with an undeniable truth. Art has no fixed value. Unlike gold, real estate, or stocks, the value of a painting is what someone is willing to pay for it. This alone makes it an ideal tool for manipulation. Imagine, a billionaire buys a painting for $10 million. A year later, another company, owned by the same billionaire, buys the same artwork for $30 million. Immediately, a clean, untradeable profit of $20 million emerged. And the best part? No one questions this because the art market does not need transparency. There is no central registry, no obligation to disclose the real owner, and no rules that demand an explanation for its changing value. In other words, art is not just beauty, it is a bank safe without a lock. Over the past 2 decades, it has quietly become one of the most effective methods of money laundering on Earth. A 2020 U.S. Senate investigation revealed that anonymous shell companies were using art purchases to circumvent sanctions, avoid taxes, and hide criminal proceeds. The report exposed how Russian oligarchs, under heavy sanctions, used the art world to secretly move millions through American auction houses. And the shocking part? It was completely legal. Major auction houses like Christie's and Sotheby's didn't even have to check where the money was coming from. As long as the buyer paid, the art was theirs. No questions asked. So why doesn't anyone stop it? The answer is simple. The people who make laws are often the ones who benefit from them. In cities like New York, London, and Geneva, where much of the world's high-end art trade takes place, elite lawyers, bankers, and even politicians are deeply connected to this billion-dollar network. They set up shell companies in tax havens, usually in the British Virgin Islands, Panama, or Switzerland, then buy or sell art through those companies. Ownership of the paper changes, but the painting does not move even an inch. Sometimes it hangs in the same penthouse or storage vault, but legally it belongs to a separate entity. Money flows across borders, art remains hidden, and no one can trace it. One of the most secret places in this world is the Geneva Freeport in Switzerland, a 1.2 million square foot facility storing an estimated $100 billion worth of art. Think about it. There is more wealth in one warehouse than the GDP of entire countries. Behind those climate-controlled walls sit Picasso, Monet, and Warhol, closed not for admiration, but for protection. Not from thieves, but from taxes and investigators. Irony, no one even knows who really owns them. Art exists in a legal gray area, invisible to regulators but extremely valuable to those who want to keep their assets hidden. But art alone is not enough. You need banks to completely clean the dirty money. And this is where the game becomes truly global. Banks are supposed to be the first line of defense against money laundering. But in reality, some of the world's largest financial institutions have been quietly getting along. From HSBC to Deutsche Bank to JP Morgan Chase, history is replete with examples where elite clients receive tacit cooperation in moving suspicious funds. These are not secret deals. They are done through professional bankers who really know how to exploit the loopholes in international finance. In 2012, HSBC admitted to allowing drug cartels to launder billions of dollars through its accounts. Yet the bank escaped serious punishment. Why? Because it was considered too big for jail. If an average person launders $10,000, he faces jail. But when a global bank launders billions, it pays the fine and keeps operating. The message is clear. In the world of elite finance, the rules are flexible for the powerful. And when art and banking meet, things become unbeatable. A billionaire might buy a painting using funds from an offshore account, then use a friendly bank to take out a loan against that artwork. This means that the same painting, which was once a means of money laundering, has now become collateral, generating more clean money legally. It's a perfect cycle. Buy, hide, revalue, borrow. Each step transforms illicit money into legitimate power hidden beneath layers of legal transactions. A famous example of this scheme was exposed in the Malaysian MDB scandal, where billions stolen from the state investment fund were laundered through luxury real estate, Hollywood films, and fine art. Businessman Joe Low spent more than $250 million on paintings by Basquiat and Monet using stolen public funds. These artifacts weren't just decorations. They were portable, inaccessible banks. When the scam came to light, authorities recovered only a fraction of the money. The rest disappeared into private safes under unknown ownership. And Joe Low was not alone. From Russian oligarchs to Middle Eastern princes to American tycoons, the pattern is the same. When the investigation is closed, their money does not disappear but changes hands. One moment it's cash hidden in a shell company. Next, it's a $50 million idol or trust fund investment in a Swiss vault. It is the ultimate proxy of the 21st century, a system designed to shield the rich from accountability. The global art market today is worth more than $65 billion each year, but experts estimate that up to 10% of it may be linked to money laundering or tax evasion. Both the US and UK governments have been warned repeatedly, yet regulation remains weak. Why? Because the people who benefit from this system are the ones who can influence policy. They attend the same festivals, finance the same political campaigns, and donate to the same museums that quietly lobby against transparency laws. Even museums, surprisingly, sometimes play a role. When billionaires donate expensive artworks to public institutions, they get massive tax deductions, sometimes worth more than they originally paid. In some cases, those artifacts were used for laundering, but once they were donated, the donor walked away with both moral appreciation and financial reward. So in a strange twist, public institutions can launder illegal money without even realizing it. The deeper you look, the more clear it becomes that it's not really about art. It's about control. By hiding wealth behind culture and legality, the elite have created a parallel economy that thrives in secrecy. They no longer hide money under mattresses or in briefcases. They hide it behind brushstrokes, inside balance sheets, and in safes protected by systems designed to detect corruption. International agencies like the Financial Action Task Force and the European Union have tried to impose strict regulations. But the truth is that it is almost impossible to stop. The inherent anonymity of the art market, combined with the complex web of offshore banking, makes it a fortress. You can't figure out what you can't see, and when power and privilege guard the door, transparency is just a dream. So the next time you see a painting selling for a record-breaking price, $150 million, $200 million, ask yourself, is it really about art? Or is it another billionaire who is quietly moving money across borders through a masterpiece that no one will ever see again? Because in the world of the elite, art is not just expression, it is a weapon. Beautiful, cool, and worth billions. Until the walls of secrecy crumble, the storms of corruption will continue to paint the financial reality of our world, one masterpiece at a time. So the next time someone says art is priceless, remember, for the richest people in the world, it really is. Not because of her beauty or emotion, but because she buys freedom. The freedom to move billions without detection, to rewrite ownership, and to live above the laws that bind everyone else. This isn't just a story about art or banking. It's about how the world's elite built an invisible empire, one painting, one offshore account, and one loophole at a time.